Stock prices tumble early Monday morning as investors continued to brace for the economic fallout from the spreading coronavirus, while a shocking all-out oil price war added to the anxiety. As of 2:27 a.m. Eastern Time Monday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average plunged 1,236 points, implying an opening loss of almost 1,300 at open. The S&P futures and NASDAQ 100 futures also indicate significant losses at Monday's open. The sharp decline in the futures market signaling more turbulence ahead after a roller coaster week that saw the S&P swing up or down more than 2.5%, 4 days in a row. Amid the market turmoil, investors continued to seek further safer assets amid additional fears that the coronavirus will disrupt global supply chains and tip the economy into a recession. The yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury note dropped 0.5%, last trading at 0.4992%. Meanwhile, it is expected the Federal Reserve will slash interest rates by 75 basis points in the upcoming March meeting. The chances of this 75 basis points cut topped over 80% Sunday evening, and that's compared to a 65% chance the previous Friday. Saudi Arabia on Saturday slashed official crude oil selling prices for April in a sudden U-turn from previous attempts to support the oil market as the coronavirus hammers global demand. The move came after OPEC talks collapsed Friday, prompting some strategists to see oil prices crater to $20 a barrel this year. Brent crude oil plummeted just under 30%, 29.07% to $32 a barrel. Investors have already been on edge about the coronavirus outbreak that caused major stock averages to tumble into correction territory. As of Sunday, global cases of the infections have climbed over 109,000, with at least 3,800 deaths around the world. The situation is also worsening in the U.S., with New York, California, Oregon, and all other states declaring a state of emergency. The idea that lower gasoline prices is going to put more cash in workers' pockets and lift consumer spending and the economy doesn't seem to Meanwhile, another safe haven asset crossed $1,700 an ounce, hitting its highest level seen since December 2012. Meanwhile, copper prices hit a more than 3-year low at dollars. The S&P has fallen 8% this year after suffering its worst week since the financial crisis at the end of February. What are the implications of all of this? Well, as I've said in my previous video, it's probably time to go shopping. As stocks plummet, that means that there's new opportunities to buy. And this is why Warren Buffett keeps $100 billion in cash ready to deploy whenever prices do not look favorable. For the last few years, Warren Buffett has been sitting on a huge pile of cash that's only been growing in the next coming months. So going forward, be wise with your next investment decision. Spend a lot of time figuring out whether the company is profitable in the long term. In the short term, all the good companies that will weather the storm are all going to dip. So do your research and buy the companies that are going on sale that you think will be profitable over the next 5 to 10 years. Check back later on this channel and I'll be covering further developments on this coronavirus / oil prices plummet / Fed cuts rates event. And I will be covering a few of the major stocks that have dipped recently and try to give you my opinion on whether it's time to buy. This channel mostly focuses on value investing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the roller coaster ride down. It's going to be a bumpy ride.